Hi everyone, this is Andrea Crafton with Mom is Blooming, and I wanted to jump on today and talk to you all a little bit about the Bring Your Baby to Class workshop series that I am hosting on June 30th, and the first class or workshop in that series is the Mastering Breastfeeding class. So what you're going to walk away from when you take this workshop with me, you're going to get those key strategies to help baby latch the best way that they can. So no more nipple pain, pain while you're breastfeeding. Some of that can be, cause supply issues, and it can cause a downward spiral when you are trying to successfully breastfeed. So let's find the best latch positions for you and get you on the right track for breastfeeding. Also, I'm going to help you mamas who experience a lot of oversupply issues or just supply issues in general. So I'm going to give you those key strategies to keep your supply up. I know when mamas return back to work, that is a big concern with moms is, am I going to be able to produce enough for my baby? Sometimes that oversupply really causes issues with clogged ducts and pain. So I'm going to give you, again, feedback and some natural ways that you can really help when those things happen with breastfeeding, because we know we've all been there. And, the other thing that I think is super important is that postpartum care. So I think a lot of times what those hospital breastfeeding classes and pediatricians and lactation consultants and you name it really miss is that postpartum care and how important that is to really, how important all of that is and how it factors into how successful we're going to be during our breastfeeding journey. So I'm going to give you some things that you all can do nutritionally to integrate that into your routine daily. Also, some self-care strategies. We all know that without that support system and that nutritional health, that those factors really play into the success of breastfeeding, but also our emotional health. So I think the postpartum care is super important, another facet of just trying to successfully breastfeed. So those are the key points, but also I'm going to give you ways we're going to practice together right in this workshop. So you can actually bring your baby to class online and practice those new, positions that I'm gonna be sharing with you all to get baby to latch, and some techniques that you all can try right then, right there, to get a better latch with baby. Now, I know one thing that you all might be asking is, wait a minute, I'm pregnant and I don't have my baby yet. Even more of a reason for you to sign up for this workshop, get the help, get the strategies that you need so that you can be prepared for those issues that you may face while breastfeeding. I know myself, I took the lactation classes. I read a recommended book for lactating moms. I went to the pediatrician, the lactation consultants helped me in the hospital. But I can tell you, it is totally different when you are in the midst of a baby who is having latch issues. You start feeling overwhelmed. You start feeling frustrated. And so what's really neat about this workshop is it's lifetime access. I'm also working on a workbook for you all with it's going to be packed full of lots of resources for you all. Again, that's going to be hands-on because you're not always going to have that lactation consultant or the pediatrician or whoever, the mommy blog or the mommy group right there with you. And so I wanted to also formulate a workbook that you all can use during the workshop, but also after the workshop is over. Also, I'm offering a fast action bonus. So when you sign up for this workshop before June 21st, you also get a free 45-minute mama coaching session with me after the workshop. So again, that continued support. You're also going to get a 2-week support also in a private Facebook group, just with the other mamas that are also taking the workshop and with me. So lots of support. Again, we're going to do those hands-on techniques. The fast action bonus, which is the 45-minute coaching session with me. the workbook, which is going to be packed full of those resources, and also the lifetime access to the workshop itself, which is 90 minutes. So it's going to save you a lot of time researching. It's going to save you a lot of trips back and forth to that doctor. And again, if you are questioning, if you're doing all of this right, this can be that way to also validate you as a mama, to know what, if you are doing anything wrong, if things are not going as well as you had hoped for, because again, we're always told that breastfeeding is natural. How many times have we heard that? Absolutely, it is natural. However, it does not come without, sometimes those issues and struggles that mamas and babies face. So this is going to happen June 30th, 9 a.m. Central Time. You get all of this for $97. So I can tell you that, you're not going to be able to find this information just by, it's going to save you time. You're not going to be Googling. You're not going to have to post in all these mommy groups all the time and read the blogs. And, again, you're going to have all of this information right at your fingertips. So I cannot wait. It's just about 2 weeks away. And, again, I just wanted to hop on here really quick and give you all of that information because I know a lot of people have been wondering. So I am here. Private message me, comment below if you have any questions. If you do know a mama who is pregnant or someone that you may know that is struggling with breastfeeding, pass this information along to them. A lot of times mamas, if they had this information, a lot of us would be much more successful at breastfeeding and also just have that connection and support and the key information and techniques and evidence-based care that we need. So thanks for listening, and I am here if anyone needs me. Thanks so much.